Hello, everybody. It is I, Zankoku, again, and yeah, it's episode 2 here. Um, yep, had my heart broken. And now here's a poem. So, man, things feel different. It's only been a week, but things feel different, and I don't know. I'm pretty sure that she hasn't seen that first video. I would think there would have been some kind of conversation, unless she's being really, really coy about it. I mean, it's I, I possible. I don't know. Maybe she's kind of like me in that way, just really analytical and trying to study and determine the best course of action. I don't know. But there has been some things that have I've noticed that are, I don't know, unusual. I don't know. I want to use the word odd, but sometimes I wonder if that's just me, my mind, just trying to find just these little shreds of hope that maybe it's not over, maybe I'm not in the friend zone, otherwise known as the dead zone. I don't know. So and I don't know. On the edge, I don't want to give out like personal information and things like that. I wrote a poem and I gave it to her. It's a poem. It's an older poem. It's not something that I just came up with. Uh, you know, in the last week. No, it's an old poem, but I think it fits. Um, a message that I want to convey to her, because I know that on that day, that fateful day, she said things like that she's got some things that she's working through, and I understand that. I've got tons of things I'm working through and have been working through for many, many, many years. And this poem was kind of a poem that it starts off so bleak and so dark, but ends in kind of a hopeful way. And it was important for me because it was a time where I realized that I can't just continue to live in this darkness, this sadness, this feeling, these negative feelings I kept dwelling on, and I just couldn't. Kind of like I got sick of it, honestly, and I wanted to be positive, and I wanted positive things, and I wanted to be hopeful, and so it kind of evolves into something more hopeful. It's a poem that I called Tamashi no Uta, which is Japanese for um, the soul, the song of the soul, otherwise known as the song of my soul, but not in so much words, because then it just the title isn't piffy. But it is basically the song of my soul, and it is a song that it starts out dark and is horrible and horrifying, but like life changes, things change, and becomes more of a sweet and hopeful and joyous song at the end, and the realization that the song of the soul is both. It's you encompass the light and the dark, the bad times and the good times, the negative and the positive. It all shapes you, but the important thing is to, when those dark thoughts and those negative emotions arrive, is to try to not allow them to take hold, and to try to turn into more positive thinking. And I've really made an effort, especially since the start of the year, but even before that, to try to be more positive, to try to be less negative. And, the year was going off so great. I was really, really, then then that stuff happened, but and the darkness intruded back. But I've been really trying to fight that back, and part of that is this. Part of this open air therapy session with my 11 viewers. I mean, hey, I got 11 views out of that. That's more than like my last review. So yeah, shit. Anyways, I just, yeah. So I wanted to a way to like tell her that, like, look, I don't understand what you're going through fully. I don't know what she is that she's battling. And I mean, if she was comfortable saying, she probably would have said already, but and that's fine. That's, there are some things that we have to face alone. Or not face alone, but some things that we have to overcome ourselves, that we can't use people as a crutch. I mean, we can get help, but it's ultimately something that we have to, like, do, right? No one can save us. We have to save ourselves. That sort of thing. It doesn't mean that people can't help, and people can't be supportive, and people can't help build you up to a point where you can, but it's, anyways, so I was thinking about that being the poem today, but I feel like if I do that, it would lose its specialness, because it was special. Like, I took paper, not lined paper, some art paper that I had, and got a pencil because my handwriting is atrocious, and a pen exacerbates that atrociousness. So I used a pencil, and I wrote it out. I wrote out the thing, because I thought, like, if I'm going to do that, I'm going to take the time to actually write it out, not print out from my computer, but write it out, because it's more personal that way. And honestly, while writing those words, I felt more connected to it because of that. And I mean, even when I read them, it's because they're such a personal part of me. I feel the emotions again, the echoes of those thoughts and feelings that I was feeling. It stirs up those things. And honestly, like, each one of them, even the ones that I look at and kind of roll my eyes, they're still a part of me. They're a part of my being. They're a part of my history. They're part of my soul. And so when I gave her this card that has the poem, it's scary. It scared me, because it is like giving her a piece of myself. And a story way back, when I was in, I think, middle school, there was a girl I liked, and I draw a lot. When I was a kid, I drew a lot. Maybe I should draw some more now that I'm, with free time, I guess. But it's hard to find a lot of free time. But I used to draw a lot. And I drew this picture, this thing, and, I put a lot of work into it, and I gave it to her, and, I think, yeah, and it's like tossing me away, right? It's like, it really hurt, and like I have such this fear that maybe she won't understand it, or, you know, she read into it wrong, or whatever, and then just, you know, cast me away like like some refuse. But but I'm not saying that's the case. I'm not, you know, it's just, and it feels in my way like this is kind of like an attempt to reach out to her, um, indirectly in a way, because I mean, I still care about her. I mean, you know, I was talking to my best friend about the whole situation, and I was um, telling him about like things that I was thinking and feelings I had, and he just kind of like said like, "Sounds like you love her," and I'm like, "No, no, 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 it can't be. It can't be that. I mean, I mean, the grand scheme of things, you know, how well do I actually know this person? Like, how can I have that kind of feeling and emotion in that?" But I don't know. I mean, you know, I think she's a remarkable and fantastic woman, and I don't want to give up. You know, I don't want to just declare defeat and go off into that night. Because I think she is someone worth fighting for. Whereas there's another friend of mine who's like, "You're a fucking idiot, you fool. Cut it out. Get out of there." But I mean, they mean well. Like, I get like two sides of the coin going out there. That makes everything worse. I don't know. Anyways, so I'm pretty sure she wouldn't watch this one either. But in that case, I don't know if maybe next episode I'll do that poem. But instead tonight, after this long, you know, introduction, this really heartfelt talk, I guess we should get on to it. And this poem is similar. It's called Frustration, and this is a poem that's, once again, super old. It was inspired by this, in my opinion, this woman just, she had issues and she had things, and she just would never really talk about them, and we never really had, I don't know, really meaningful conversation about her thoughts and concerns and her fears. And I think our relationship may have been different if she would, but perhaps I didn't press hard enough, because once again, I'm not that forward. I'm always very cautious, and I don't want to press people more, and make them uncomfortable. But maybe, you know, I have to do that sometimes, to get to the heart of the issues. So anyways, this one's called Frustration. And yeah, so I'll get to it, once again, reading it from the screen, and then I gotta scroll down eventually. So let's get it. Frustration. And this, like a lot of the poems that I've done in some of these, I kind of done it. I kind of did it kind of like a song. So there, a lot of these will actually kind of have like a chorus, so to speak. But I never really put them to song. Like, I've never really put them to music. Maybe one day, I don't know. But kind of my intention was like, you know, make some kind of metal song out of this. Anyways, all right. So let's go. Frustration. Here we go. You just sat there crying, not a thing that I can do. I just wanted to hold you, but I know you don't want me to. I want to reach inside of you and wrap my love around your heart. I am dying to find the words, but I don't know where to start. So I just kept on standing, a broken feeling in my chest. I so much wanted to help you, but I myself am a mess. So then I try to look at you, but you only turn away. I try so hard to get through to you, but you don't hear what I say. You are hurting deep inside. I try to help, but you run and hide. Your demons tormenting you, and there is nothing that I can do. I just kept on trying to discover the source of your pain, but you are resisting. My love for you is in vain. Why can't I help you out of your dark place? I just can't stand to see you with tears running down your face. Please just let me help you find a way to open your heart. Please allow me to love you and fill any hole inside of your heart. Inside I know you are hurting. From outside I see it clear. You know that I'll never hurt you, so why can't you let me near? You are dying deep inside. I try to help, but you run and hide. Inner fear tormenting you, and there is nothing that I can do. You are still sitting there crying, tears still falling from your face. I am so desperate to help you, my inability is my disgrace. You know my heart, it cries for you, it does almost every day, but my love cannot help you if you resist help in every way. Are you ever lonely, trying to stop this by yourself? Don't you think that I am? You left me here all by myself. Is it something that's wrong with me that makes you so scared to talk? You just want to be left alone, so away from you I must walk. You are hurting deep inside. I try to help, but you run and hide. Something inside tormenting you, and there is nothing you'll let me do. Oh, so there you have it. It's it's frustrating. It's frustrating when you see someone hurting and you can't do anything because they won't let you do anything. And like I said, I understand. There's some things that you've got to do yourself, that you have to overcome yourself, and like I said, you can only save yourself. You can't. Other people can't do it in certain aspects. But yeah, it definitely, because I guess the worst thing is the feeling of helplessness. Like, it's like watching a tragedy happen in front of your eyes and you just can't do anything to stop it. But you want to, and you desperately search in your mind for a way to stop it from happening, but in the end you can't, because there's nothing you can do. That's a sad feeling, and it's hard because we're all so stubborn people, and I know that there are people who want to try to help me, and I kind of blow off some of the things they say, and I kind of be contradictory, because also some of it is, I guess, you think like, They don't understand. Who are they? They don't know. Like, they can say this, but they don't know me. They haven't gone through what I've gone through. Um, it's easy for them to say this, this, and this, but they're not living it like I am. So it's like, and I want them to know that I do hear what they say. And even though I might play it off, I take it into account, and I appreciate it, honestly. Any of you guys watching this, I do appreciate it. And, don't give up. Don't give up on me. And I mean, I don't want to give up on others. So, yeah. This has been really, this is not as fun as the last episode. I guess I was talking about like all kinds of crazy stuff and all over the place. This is a much more serious, dour, serious. Why so serious? All right, but I mean, it's a serious thing. I feel like this is almost like my final stand in a way. Like this card I gave her is like my final shot, my final salvo, which is, I hope, not the case. I mean, that first poem is a poem that I would just love to look into her eyes and recite, because that first one is like, because there's so much I want to say to her. And I wish that I wasn't so afraid of being hurt, afraid of making things worse. But I feel deeply. I do. I feel so deeply. And these emotions so desperately want to just explode out, that I want to just shout out, and say the things that I cannot say. Because I'm so afraid of letting it out and bearing my soul. And this is part of it, though. This is part of it. This is part of the stuff that I can't say. I can say it to a camera because I'm not saying it in front of somebody. But yeah, it is nervous when I hit that upload, because I don't know what the reaction is. But like I said, the trolls can fuck off. I haven't gotten any trolls yet, but if you show up, man, just know that you ain't winning this. All right, but. Maybe that's one of the things that I want the most in life, is to be able to love without restraint. To be able to just look in the eye of someone that I care about and say, I love you. I want to be with you. I want to make your dreams my dreams. I want to be on Team Us. I don't want to live for myself anymore. I want to live for something greater. My friend was right. I'm not sure, though. Uh, I don't know. This is bad content, but I am the king of bad content, so nothing new. Anyways, oh my god, this video is probably like 1 billion minutes, but whatever it is, I don't care. I don't care. 5 people watch this, who knows, who cares, whatever. If one person finds some sort of meaning or inspiration in this, then I've done my job. If I help out some person, then mission accomplished. And ultimately, if I help myself out by just working through the stuff, success. Yeah, I guess I should just end it now, right? Anyways, yeah, maybe next week I'll do that one. Or if people actually start commenting about like the dark, horrible ones. I mean, there are ones that just, I mean, like, oh my god, I'm so cringe. You know what? Wait, you know what? Fuck it. For those of you who have stayed this far in, I'm gonna go find one that I wrote in high school. Because it's really short. Don't worry about it. It's so there's like 3 short ones. And yeah. All right. So yeah, so this one's called Monster, and it's horrible. It's kind of cringy, but it's also kind of, you know, sweet in this way. You know, part of like when you're sad and you don't have a lot of friends, you start thinking like the problem might be you. You know, you might be the problem. It's true. I might be the problem. So, anyways, so this one's called Monster. Bonus. Boop, boop. All right, let's do this. All right. All of you should run and hide to escape my loathsome being, for I am a disgusting, horrible creature, a sight that's not worth fuck it. Not worth seeing. Holy shit, my god. No editing. This is raw. This is raw. This is from the soul. I'm starting over. Screw it. We'll do it live. We'll do it live. All of you should run and hide to escape my loathsome being, for I am a disgusting, horrible creature, a sight that's not worth seeing. My intentions are impure and my reasoning is always wrong. I am a mad, symphonic, orchestral mess, a raspy, tone-deaf song. Whatever I do will never be right. My love in my heart is rumor. I invade your life and cause you pain. I am a cancerous tumor. You scream and cry out for my death, of which I cannot comply. For you see, as other monsters are, I can never die. Oh, sorry. People are deaf now. Oh, gee, man. You know, I was something else back then when I was in high school. Oh, man. Wait till I read Red. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I mean, I figure, you know, people don't want to be my friend, people don't want to, you know, hang out with me, you know, it's because I'm like some sort of monster, like, right? Maybe, you know, after being treated that way for so long, you start to like live it. Like, I mean, when I was in high school, I did like, I couldn't be respected, I couldn't be liked, and I was bullied and so afraid of continuing bullying. I went into the thought that, like, if I can't be respected and liked and left alone, perhaps I can be feared. So I kind of developed a persona, this, built these walls, and started with heavy metal and horror movies and violence and blood and death and murder and mayhem. It was like, I'm no longer the nerd. I'm the scary guy, which honestly drove more people away, but it protected me. It worked like a charm. And I think to this day, I'm still kind of the scary guy. Because, I do. I love horror movies. I love metal music. Um, so, yeah. I'm not very approachable, I guess, unfortunately, because I'm so serious. So dour. Trying to get my serious face going there. Anyways, holy crap, this has got to be super long. This is going to take like 2 minutes to upload and 50 years to process into HD. Anyways, yeah, so thanks again for watching another episode of My Heart is Broken. And my heart broken. Here's a poem. This time too. And wish me luck, everybody. I'm interested to know what happens next time I see her. Or maybe she'll go on as if nothing happened. She read the poem and that's it. I mean, if that's the case, I guess it truly is over. That sucked. Anyways, well, next week's episode should be interesting. Let's say the least. All right. So, until next time, stay sexy, Internet. I love y'all. No, I really mean it. All right.